has allowed fewer goals. That team, Rochester, with 49. The Jacks have given up 50, and now, of course, 53 with the 3 goals here today. And only one other club in the Northern Division of the American Hockey League has given up fewer goals, and that's the Maine Mariners. All right, we are set to go for a third period face-off. Jacks ahead by 1, 4-3. Puck is dropped. We are underway now in period number 3. Jacks have the puck in the Oilers zone on the far boards. Here is Ralston, cannot control. Now Cote swings it along the near boards, and the Oilers will try to get it out. Here is Smith. He is belted one by Hrenovich, but the Oilers come up with it. Pass on the left side out of the reach of Suominen. Now Suominen checked by Thornberry, as he's still fighting for the puck. Now it's in Jack's territory along the near boards, and now they're going to freeze it, and we're going to get a face-off in Baltimore territory just inside the left wing circle. Opening moments of period number 3. Skipjacks hockey this afternoon from the Civic Center. Jacks have a slim 1-goal lead at 4-3. Coach Gene Ubriaco with a line change. It'll be Mitch Lamoureux, Gary Rissling, and Bob Giel up front. Joe McDonnell and Tom Thornberry will stay out there on defense. Jerry Miner now on the ice with Steve Graves and Rob Tudor on the right side. It'll be Lamoureux and Miner. Puck back at the far point, now stolen away by Rissling. 2-on-1 break for the Jacks. Rissling and Giel. Right side to Giel. Giel moving in a drive. He shoots and scores. 2-on-1 break for the Jacks. And a good heads-up play by Gary Rissling as he bolted to center. Passed it over to Bobby Giel on the left wing. Giel closed in, used Rissling as a fake, and fired a 30-footer past Mike Zanier. And the Jacks quickly have increased their lead. It's now Baltimore 5 and Nova Scotia 3, and the goal by Bobby Giel. Roger Mackey, our statistician here this afternoon, very happily adding up the totals for Gary Rissling here today. A goal and 2 assists for Rissling. Bobby Giel gets the goal, his 3rd of the season from Rissling at the 52-second mark of period number 3. And Baltimore now has a little bit of a cushion as they are on top by a pair now. Still lots of time to go in the hockey game. And a big goal there for Bobby Giel. He made no mistake about that one. He buried that one behind goalie Mike Zanier. Off the face-off after the Giel goal, Jacks come across the Nova Scotia line offside, and will face it off just outside the Oilers' blue line. Pat Conacher and Mitch Lamoureux for the face-off. And Conacher wins it back behind his own net. And with it there is Dwayne Betker. Betker now trying to start out of his own zone. Hounded from behind by Rissling, but able to get the puck to center. Now stolen away by the Jacks. Here comes Rissling over the line to Giel. Giel now down the left wing. Here's Giel to Lamoureux. A shot. Zanier with a brilliant save on Mitch Lamoureux in front. As Giel set up Lamoureux perfectly, he cut across the slot, fired one. Zanier an outstanding save. Puck cleared to center. Picked up now at the red line by Leto. Leto now down the left wing, trying to get around Betker. Betker bumps him off the puck. Smith now clears to the point. There's a shot by Rissling on the way to the net. And it made it to the net, and Zanier able to stop that. Oilers move it to center. Over the blue line, here is Cote moving in. His shot blocked nicely by Leto. And Leto backhands it back into Oilers territory. Skipjacks will change up on the fly. 17:56 to go in the hockey game. The Skipjacks with the lead 5-3 over Nova Scotia. Smith now being forechecked in his own zone by Bob Airy. Able to bounce it off the boards and back to center. Here's Conacher trying to get around McDonnell. Trying to stuff it down the right side for Henderson. And we're going to get a penalty here to Joe McDonnell. We're tying up Pat Conacher. So Nova Scotia will get a power play opportunity here, as the whistle blown by the referee stops the clock with 17:43 to go here in the third period. The Skipjacks 5 and Nova Scotia 3. With the Oilers power play coming up. We'll be right back. You're listening to Skipjacks Hockey on the Maryland News Network. Yeah. Okay, 24-23 in the third. Yeah, go ahead, sure. He's going to do an ID, Raj. Back at the Baltimore Civic Center, this is Tim Donnelly. Jacks have the lead 5-3, but now have to cut off an Oilers power play. Nova Scotia with a puck deep in the Baltimore zone. Here is Suominen, tied up by Schmidt. Schmidt fires the puck off the glass and around the boards and all the way back into Nova Scotia territory. 1:18 to go on the Jacks penalty to Joe McDonnell. McDonnell off the ice, 2 minutes for holding at 2:17. Here's the Oilers now. Martin tried to steer it ahead for Suominen, but it's cleared back to center ice. And with the puck there is Steve Smith in his own zone. Steve Smith now to his blue line, to center red. Smith fires it in. All the way around the boards, up on the right wing. Here's Martin, and he can't gather it in. Neither can Miner. Picked up by Rissling at center ice. Here's Rissling. Down the left side, cuts toward the net. A backhander. Saved by Zanier. And Giel almost had a chance for the rebound, but Zanier came out to poke it away from Giel. Oilers come back. Here is Miner. Left wing to Suominen. Shot saved by Casey. Rissling now will backhand the puck back into Oilers territory. Zanier comes out of his net, leaving it for Betker. 26 seconds left on the Nova Scotia power play as Betker fires it again around the boards. It's caught up at the far point by Conacher. Out of Betker. Betker far point. Turns, spins away from Tookie. Top of the circle. Betker moving in. Shot save in front. Rebound just trickled through the goal mouth and just wide of the net. Now Barry with it. Trying to get it behind the net to Conacher. Now Barry steals. Barry in the slot. To Cote. Ray Cote near boards. Trying to get it back at the far point, but it hops over the blue line. McDonnell squirts out of the penalty box. We are back at full strength. Now Tookie steals the puck. Here's Tookie at the side of the Nova Scotia net. Can't get the shot away. Sasser now trying to get it back at the point. Intercepting that was Ray Cote. Here's Cote. Fires it in right wing corner. Skipjacks zone picked up by Conacher. He's double teamed by Leto and DeFazio. Puck is poked to the near corner now of the Baltimore zone. Out the near board. Schmidt trying to get it out. Sasser as well. And it finally squirts outside the line and back to the Nova Scotia blue line. Cote, pass up ahead to Conacher. Now the pass back behind Steve Graves, picked up by the Jacks, Dean DeFazio. DeFazio slowed up and on the blue line and then belted there by Dave Allison. And the puck rolls behind the Oilers' net. Now at the point, Thornberry almost stole it in the Oilers' end, but it hopped over his stick and back to center ice. Down the Oilers' zone, here is Loveday, leaving it for Graves. Graves gave it right to Thornberry to center ice. Now to Erie, he'll backhand it on in to the Oilers' zone. Behind the net, Loveday. Loveday now in the near corner. Yavanainen after it, but can't get to it. Puck comes to center ice. Here's Jerry Miner, former Fredericton Express. Miner can't find the handle. Now it's cleared back into the Oilers' zone. Up on the far boards, Erie steals. Sends it right back behind the net. Nobody home, though, for Baltimore except Dave Allison of Nova Scotia. He is checked. Now Erie gets it back to Yavanainen. Yavanainen now behind the net to Hannon. Hannon and Allison collide. Now Erie knocks down Allison. Puck loose behind the Oilers' net. And they're going to call it and freeze it for a face-off. And we'll drop that puck in the Nova Scotia zone.
109.86. 109.86 is the winner. You have that number on your scorecard today.
We'd like to extend a warm welcome to our listeners in Hartford County this afternoon for the first time this season on the Maryland News Network for Skipjacks Hockey. And of course, WHRF AM 1520 in Bel Air. We welcome those folks today to Skipjacks Hockey. From the draw, here comes Rajon Cloutier. Headmans the puck to Miner. Miner to center ice. Over the Skipjacks line along the near boards, checked by Thornberry. Now dug out by Loveday. Here's Loveday in the slot. Turns around, fires one in the left wing circle. That was stopped by Casey. Here's Miner now set up. His drive goes wide of the net. Loveday sends it behind the net. Rob Tudor squeezed off the puck by McDonnell. And the Jacks are going to fire the puck down the ice, take the heat out of a hot kitchen. It's all the way down the ice. Touching up for the Oilers is Loveday. We're going to get an icing call here, and now we're also going to get a penalty to the Oilers. Jerry Miner is getting an elbow. And the Skipjacks are going to have a power play here. So with 13:31 to go, and the Baltimore power play coming up, our score from the Civic Center. Skipjacks 5, Nova Scotia 3. You're listening to Skipjacks Hockey on the Maryland News Network.
And the Skipjacks are now all about ready.
Skipjacks hockey this afternoon from the Civic Center. Right now, Skipjacks are making their fans here who've come out this afternoon a happy bunch. On top of this one, 6-3. Puck deep in the Baltimore zone as Kluche battles for it. Carlson digs it out, can't clear. Far corner, here's Suominen in the slot. Martin can't get the shot away, kept in at the near point. Now Kluche, far point. Suominen drives one, save. Casey and he'll hang on for the faceoff. Raimo Suominen drilled one just inside the far point, and Casey was able to see it all the way, and he hangs on for the faceoff. Casey only has one loss on the season. If he wins here this afternoon, he'll have a record of 4 wins, just 1 loss, and 1 tie. Well, Casey's been on a good luck charm thus far. He would have won 4 out of the Skipjacks' first 6 wins. Only Roberto Romano with only 2 wins thus far in the season. Romano really playing well, but just not getting the breaks. This goaltending tandem of Casey and Romano is going to be solid if they can stay together all season long. Just have to hope the goaltenders in Pittsburgh stay healthy. There's a shot off the faceoff by Barry. Hit the side of the net. Airy comes to center. Bob Airy tried to feed it left wing to Hannon, but the pass went behind him, and it's taken away now by Barry. His pass on the right side deflected up into the Oilers bench by Arto Javanainen, and we're going to get a faceoff just outside the Nova Scotia blue line. Fast-moving hockey game. Began about 1 o'clock, only 20 after 3 at the moment. 15 after 3, correction. We should be done here by 3:30 this afternoon if all goes well. 8:16 left here in period number 3. The Jacks on top and in command of this one. Last score of 6-3. The face-off, Dave Hannon and Pat Conacher. Oilers have it. Bedker fires it in Baltimore zone. It rolls it on the board to the far corner. Now Barry behind the net. Overskated the puck, and it's taken by Javanainen. His pass ahead to Hannon. Hannon with a puck now, leaving it left wing Bob Airy. Over the line, here's Airy. Down the left side, squeezed off the puck by Cote. Now it comes to the far point. Peter Lato, a shot. And Javanainen deflected that right on the net, but Zanier was able to make the save. Far corner, puck still deep in the Nova Scotia end, but now brought to center by Conacher. Nova Scotia captain Pat Conacher. Stick handles over the line, puts on the brakes, top of the right wing circle. Down the slot, look out, moving in. Here's a shot, blocked in front as Allison was wide open in front of the Baltimore net. In the near corner, puck picked up by Barry. Ken Barry now, holding. Near boards, there is Allison. Checked by Schmidt. Now Javanainen will try to move the puck along the near boards. They still battle for it. Cote is in there. Now they jam up, near corner. Baltimore zone. Play is not called. Play goes on. Dug out by Barry. Now back behind the net. Trying to stuff one through and just wide of the net that time. Conacher tried to backhand one and stuff it right by Casey. Now at the near point, Betker. His shot knocked down by Casey. On the near boards, Javanainen finally is able to send it back into the Nova Scotia zone. A lot of pressure by the Oilers that time, as Coach Gene Ubriaco sends fresh troops out for the Skipjacks. Here's Giel with the puck at center. Bobby Giel over the line. Here's Giel in the slot. Moving in, a shot and a save by Zanier. Good move by Giel. Just couldn't finish it off, and a puck tapped to center. Bork will pick it up there at the red line. Tried to clear it in. Couldn't do it. Puck back at the Baltimore blue line. Now picked up by Giel. Here is Giel shooting it to the Oiler blue line. Now Lamoureux has it. Here is Lamoureux down the left side. Lamoureux still digging for it. Lamoureux in the left wing circle in front for Giel, and he couldn't get the number on it. In the near corner, Graves sends it behind the net. Now Loveday in the near corner. There's a belt from Lamoureux, but the Oilers come out over the line. Look out, here comes Rob Tudor in the slot. Tudor's drive, he scores. Rob Tudor took a pass on the left wing, cut toward the center of the Baltimore net. And about 25 feet out, his wrister beat John Casey. And Nova Scotia has cut the Jacks lead now to 6-4. Well, Baltimore still in front by a pair, but the Oilers keep their comeback hopes alive here with a goal by Rob Tudor. his 6th of the season. So we get a face-off at center. It'll be Carlson, Herenowicz, and Rolston up front. Ray Cote, Ramo Suminen, and Terry Martin up front for Nova Scotia. They're coached by Larry Kish, former Binghamton Waiters coach and Binghamton Broom Dusters coach for many years, and assistant coach with the Edmonton Oilers the past couple of seasons. Now the head coach here of the Nova Scotia Oilers. As Carlson backhands one into the Oilers' end, it goes behind the net. Now Rolston with a puck. Here's Tom Rolston. Tried to stuff it in front for Carlson, but Loveday intercepted that one. Out on the far boards, Carlson stole momentarily, but the Oilers break out. Here comes Ray Cote. Down the right side, down the slot for Suminen. Suminen turns around. His wrist shot saved by Casey in front. And McDonnell will send Herenowicz away on the right wing. Herenowicz slowed off the puck, lost it, gets it back, and backhands it on into the Oilers' end. Behind the net, here is Rolston and Loveday tying each other up. Carlson after it behind the net. Cloutier steers it near corner. Nova Scotia end. Herenowicz bumps with Loveday. They fight for it. Comes on the near board. Schmidt couldn't keep it in. And the puck taken by Ramo Suminen. 4:55 to go. Period number 3. Jacks on top by a pair, 6-4. Suminen slap shot from center. Knocked down by Casey. Now in deep. This is Steve Smith, in the slot for Miner. His shot blocked on the way to the defense. Jocked on the way to the net by the defense. And Baltimore breaks out 3-on-2. Here comes Hannon. Hannon now over the line, dropping it back for Airy. Airy shot saved by Zanier. And he will hang on for the faceoff as Hannon was looking for a rebound. And Zanier will hang on for the faceoff that'll be coming in the Nova Scotia end. We're back on the air tomorrow evening on the Maryland News Network. Our pregame show at 6:55, the play-by-play at 7 o'clock, Baltimore and New Haven. Jacks have a tie against the Nighthawks. It was last Saturday evening, and the two teams skated to a tie. All right, Hannon and Miner for the draw, and the Oilers break out. Here they come. Miner with a puck, and across the Baltimore line, top of the right wing circle. Jerry Miner now holds it up. Didn't have anybody at the point to give it to. Behind the net, there's Tudor. Tudor with a goal in the game. Stuffs it out in front, and the Oilers, Steve Graves, could not get on it. As Javanainen comes to center. Fires not in, the Oilers end. On the near board, there's a shot by Javanainen, and that was just stopped by Zanier. And man pass to Jerry Miner. And across the line, Miner down the slot. Tudor couldn't get the shot away. Look out, loose puck in front of the Baltimore goal. Now the puck comes off the net. Should say the goal comes off the post. That'll stop play. And we're going to get a face-off in the Skipjack zone as that stops the clock with 3:49 left here in period number 3. Baltimore 6, Nova Scotia 4. You're listening to Skipjacks hockey on the Maryland News Network. Yeah. Well, we got an update on that here. What is that, Roger, the Navy score?
38-15?
38-15 now, Navy in the 4th. Anything left on Navy, on Maryland? Okay. Tim Donnelly back with you at the Baltimore Civic Center. Waiting moments of this third period. Jacks try to hang on to get their 6th win of the season and keep their home unbeaten streak intact now at 6 games. They'll do that with a win here this afternoon. They're on top 6-4. We have 3:49 to play here in this third period. Carlson, Rolston up front for the Skipjacks, and a face-off in the Baltimore end in the right wing circle. Herenowicz also on that line. Oilers control, sending it behind the net. Cote bumped off the puck. Now Carlson gets it up the left wing boards. Herenowicz, can he get it out? No, he can't. Kept in at the far point by Loveday. Now Carlson has it, and he's able to send it back into the Oilers' end. And the puck taken there, up ice and all the way down the ice. Betker's pass didn't connect for Conacher. Back after it, McDonnell. He will touch, and that'll be icing against Nova Scotia. We'll bring that face-off back into the Oilers' end. Skipjacks again with the record of 5 wins, 7 losses, and 3 ties coming into the game today. With a win, Jacks will have 6 wins, 7 losses, and 3 ties for 15 points. They will tie New Haven for 3rd place, but there's action, of course, tonight in the American Hockey League, as New Haven will be at Binghamton, Maine at Adirondack, and Fredericton at St. Catharines. So we'll have to wait till tomorrow or late tonight to see exactly where the Jacks are going to end up following this day's action, but certainly with a win, they'll have a shot to get up there in 3rd place as Miner hustles across the Skipjacks line. Here's Jerry Miner, bumped off the puck by Thornberry. As Miner and Thornberry get their sticks up a bit in the near corner, Miner now lost his glove. Jacks try to get it out, and they finally will do so. Carlson pokes it outside the line. It's back at center. Now Miner picks it up. Miner is checked. Puck in the Baltimore zone. Now Conacher in the near corner. In the slot. And trying to tee one up that time was Dwayne Betker, or Dave Allison check it, but he could not. And the Jacks break back. Here's a backhander. Side of the Oilers net by Rolston. It goes right toward the net. Zanier will glove and will get a face-off in the Nova Scotia end. 2:35 to go here in this 3rd period. The Jacks on top by a score of 6-4. Stay with us on our post-game show. We'll be wrapping up the hockey game on an in-depth level, but also fill you in on some other college football scores going on today of interest in our area. So stay with us on our post-game show right here on the Maryland News Network. Face off in the Nova Scotia zone to the right of goalie Mike Zanier. It's Mitch Lamoureux and Ray Cote. And Cote wins that face-off back behind his net. And with the puck there is Steve Smith. Can't get it out. Giel keeps it in. Pokes it behind the net. Lamoureux and Cote after it. Now it's up to the far corner. Cote still trying to get it out. Finally taps it back into Baltimore territory. Norm Schmidt will hustle back after it. Now he goes behind his net. Schmidt gets it up to Risling, and now back to the Nova Scotia blue line. Taken there by Ray Cote. He lost it. Leto will pick it up. Now to Risling, and he clears it in. Behind the net with the puck. Spinning away from Mitch Lamoureux. That was Steve Smith. Now the puck cleared back into Nova Scotia territory, but Lamoureux caught inside the line. Caught inside the zone. That'll be offside against the Skipjacks. Face-off to come just outside the Nova Scotia blue line with 1:55 to play in the 3rd period, and the Skipjacks on top of Nova Scotia. Last score of 6-4. Don't forget, tomorrow night all fans will have an opportunity after the game to shoot for a free SK turkey. So come to the game tomorrow night. After the game, you'll have your chance. Come down to the ice. Everybody that comes will have a chance to shoot on the ice, the SK Turkey Shootout. Win a free turkey from SK. As we get set for Thanksgiving, don't forget, Jacks will play right around Thanksgiving this coming week. Wednesday on Thanksgiving Eve, it'll be the Skipjacks and the New Look Sherbrooke Canadians. It'll be at 7:30. And of course, next Friday, it'll be the Skipjacks hosting Rochester in a big game here at the Civic Center. That face-off time will be at 7:30. And the following night, Jacks are off to Maine for a Saturday evening battle in Portland against the Mariners. Sunday night, they'll close out a big 4-game week against New Haven, and that game at the New Haven Coliseum next Sunday night. 1:24 to go in the game. The Oilers hustled across the Baltimore blue line. Here's Jerry Miner, top of the right wing circle. Miner stuffs it in front of backhander. Just went wide of the net that time by Dean Decision. In the near corner, here's Decision getting it back to Miner in front. His backhander goes wide. Tudor now at the side of the net. Here is Tudor trying to get it in the slot to Graves. Can't do it. And the puck comes outside the line. Now we get an offside against Nova Scotia. Dave Hannon and Arto Yavanainen were about set to head up ice in a 2-on-1, but the linesman calling it. And the face-off will be just outside the Skipjacks blue line with 1:02 to go in this hockey game. Face off just outside the Baltimore blue line now with Dave Hannon facing it off against Pat Conacher. Off the draw, it comes back to Thornberry. Now to Hannon, but it's tipped right back into the Jacks' end. Here comes an ear. He's being pulled for an extra attacker. Goalie Mike Zanier is off as he is pulled for an extra attacker. The net to our right is empty. Behind the net, here's Davey Hannon with it. Backhanding it outside the line and back to center ice. Here come the Oilers. They'll shoot it right back into Baltimore territory. Up and on the near boards with the puck. Here is Conacher. Now behind the net. McDonnell after it. In the near corner, they fight for it. Thornberry and Cote. Hannon now gets it up the near boards. Can't get it out. Kept in. Near corner, Conacher. Checked by Bully. Now behind the net, here is Ray Cote. He is checked. Hannon with a puck. Up to Javanainen. Javanainen now. Ahead to center ice. Here is Hannon to the empty net. Just wide of the net. And back after it for the Oilers is Steve Smith. 4 seconds left. Here's Barry. Drop pass to Cote. Puck to center ice. The game is over. Skipjacks win again here this afternoon as they defeat the Nova Scotia Oilers by a score of 6-4. I'll be right back to recap the hockey game for you when we come back.